Somehow I always get so happy when I see these little guys playing and doing stuff like that. I'm gonna get closer so you can see how this 1-year-old foal is looking terrible. I cut his tail, he was itching, and I thought, well, I want to put some cream on it, and it's impossible. So it looks a little bit odd. There. Yeah, little one. He really looks terrible. I cut his tail, at least I cut the hair of his tail so I can use some cream there. I still didn't put it on yet. I'm still wondering what color he might be. Will he be black? I suppose he will be black, but he could also become brown. Not sure. Scratching. And you see how terrible he looks. It's partly because this is what he does, and it's also because there are many times grooming. It's a very special foal with no head. He looks like that. I know it's terrible. It's typical from foals of I think he's now 10 months or so. They're grazing. Everybody's out in the field, as you can see, and to me this is the best time of year when the horses are grazing outside. Look, little Tibor defending, taking the little guy away from the big Juicioso, even though they also know that Juicioso is not a bad guy. Oh, this is full play. These are typical male games. You see males jumping on other horses. People interpret that as sexual behavior. Well, this little guy is not exactly sexual behaving. Let's zoom in on his terrible condition. Actually, I should never publish this video, but we'll see what happens. He's been haltered. I think in total time, he's now 4 months with his, and I think in total time he's 15 minutes haltered. That is, then I put the halter on and then I do what I have to do, like rasping his tiny hooves, stuff like that. I don't believe in foal training, I believe in full training, and which is full training is what I call to develop your social skills, playful, happiness, and etc. And tolerating human. I think that's one of the most important things. I mean, he's going to be human's best friend, so let's make an investment in the future about that. Full training to me is look at the animal, look at the animal, and be aware of what a foal of this age is able to do, yes or no. He still follows Tibor, so if I want to get him, I can halter Tibor and I can take Tibor with me, and the foal will follow for sure. There's no doubt about that. Well, that's for now actually what I want to say, and I'm very curious about how he's going to be. Is he going to be black or is he going to be brown? As far as I could find, his father was black, and I think his mother on his passport, because this is a mini Shetland, and he's really in the stud book. He's so he can become a stud if you want. If you see him right now, you think, oh no, he will never become a stud. Well, he's very male still. He doesn't have testicles yet though, so they're still inside his belly. Like that's normal for foals. I don't know if you can see his beautiful eyes. I guess not. When I go down on my, he might come a little bit more close. At least he's asking himself, what am I doing there? He's curious. He's also going to change his teeth pretty soon, which means that I hope to find these teeth, because it's always interesting. He is 75 or so. He's very small, and you might say, it's not an Andalusian, it's not a thoroughbred, whatever. No, he's not. He's a very small foal, but the lessons of these guys are for all species the same. It doesn't matter if it's big or tall. You want to have a nice, gentle horse, then keep him on distance. So the only handling I do, oh no, you can see still, I didn't cut it really. I just took special scissors for horses. And that's where he was itching. And I think he's itching because they're changing summer coat. And Tibor has the first phase of his summer coat. As you can see, they're not always very nice to each other. Anyway, Tibor is on his first phase of the summer coat. The long hair is off. Now the other hair is their second phase. And these angry faces, you see these interferences are very, very small. There's almost nothing happening. There's just angry face, get out, and okay, Foal goes away. On the other hand, they also groom a lot, and Tibor defends him and helps him around, and they play. Tibor tolerates this. Well, I think on this movie we just saw some kicking, but I see this little guy mounting little Tibor a lot. They look a bit similar on size, but I don't think they're really similar. And I'm very curious how tall this foal is going to be. What I did see is that he moves a lot better compared to Tibor. Tibor has, he was neglected, and when he came, Tibor, and we sometimes also forget it, he couldn't walk on his hind legs. He was going through, he was walking on the bones of his hind legs. This foal definitely doesn't. And the foal is fed. Every evening the foal gets special foal food. So, we'll see. Okay. Well, that's for now, I think. It's enough. Horses in the field. I love the moment.